my name is Kadek Fitrayani. Today I will explain one of multiple intelligence, that is linguistic verbal intelligence. Okay, what is linguistic verbal intelligence? Linguistic verbal intelligence is intelligence that makes a person is able to process and use word well in written or oral context. It means that the person with this intelligence can understand the information easily. They also very good at writing stories, reading, good at memorizing in oral or writing context, and that is because the intelligence is cover mastery of words, rhythm, sounds, and good intonation. Okay, what we can how we can know about linguistic verbal intelligence? What we can see? Okay, we're talking about the characteristic of this intelligence. The first is the linguistic verbal intelligence persons is good at debating. They also debating everything, every single material. They love to debate it, and they also love to writing and also reading. They love to write many kind of books. They love to writing everything in their diary maybe, and they good at storytelling. They also add some humor in their storytelling, so it makes the storytelling is very fun. And person with good linguistic verbal intelligence is able to deliver speech persuasively and also good at remembering oral or written information, as I say before. And this is very good for the students that still learning in the school. It's good for their academic. So maybe the teacher or the parents should be improve their this intelligent linguistic verbal intelligence for the young learner, the children. And what we can do to improving this linguistic verbal intelligence? There are many ways that I suggest to you. The first that I suggest to you is lead them to play crossword. Let them to lead them to play linguistic games like crossword or something like riddles, and that can help them to improving their vocabulary, and it's also fun, so they can understand it, can remember the vocabulary that they learn in playing the crossword or other linguistic games. And the second one, you can ask them to read more books in many types. As I say in characteristic, the person with linguistic verbal intelligence is love to write and reading. So ask them to read more books is needed, because they will love that activity. And also that can help them to open widely their knowledge, their mindset about anything. So you cannot be push them to read one kind of books, like only read technologies books but never allow them to read science, it's maybe make them stuck in their knowledge. They can open wide their knowledge, can improve their knowledge about the world. So you can lead them to more to read more books like maybe fiction, non-fiction, maybe in the science, technology, education, and many more. You can ask them to read many books and many types. So help them to build good knowledge about everything. Okay, the next way to improving the linguistic verbal intelligence is lead them to make diary and or daily journal. Let them to make this activity is an habit. So as I say before in the characteristic and the second way, the person with good linguistic verbal intelligence is love to write and read. So let them to lead them to write their creativity, their feeling in the diary, can help them to grow up the creativity, to grow up their skills in writing. So it helps them to also improving the linguistic verbal intelligence. So many words will they write in their diary. They can make their masterpiece by make a story, make a poetry, make a prose, or many more. Let them to write diary is very helping in writing skills and linguistic verbal intelligence. And the next way is watching movie. Everyone loves to watching movies, right? So watching movies can help the person to improve their linguistic verbal intelligence by show them in a whole scene, in the scene that how they use the language in some situation, like when they should talking about something in the situation, how they talk to, how to they speak it, how to they use the language. So the usage of language is suitable with the content, the situation, the context of the situation. And then the other way to improving linguistic verbal intelligence is lead them or ask them to follow to study foreign language. Foreign language is studying foreign language is very fun, because when we start to study about foreign language, we learn about everything. We learn about the culture, we learn about the usage of the language, like the language in Germany, French, Mandarin, Japanese, Dutch, and many more. It's really interesting, because when we learn something new, it's very fun. And I think it's also can improving the linguistic verbal intelligence that say that the person with good linguistic verbal intelligence can understand the information easily. Language is an information also. So for learning foreign language is good to improving linguistic verbal intelligence, so they can be multilingual person also, right? And the last way that I suggest to you to improving the linguistic verbal intelligence is wait, that is about let's take a note. Yes, get a writing course. Writing course or activity, like I say, they can do activity like writing the diary, but maybe in public, like do writing story for a newspaper or maybe magazine, or following a contest that is like poetry reading contest, storytelling contest, or making story contest, or etc. It can build their confidence to show their knowledge, their skills in linguistic, like reading, speaking, and writing, right? And I think that's all the way that can I suggest to you to improving linguistic verbal intelligence. There's one linguistic verbal intelligence is one of multiple intelligence that we should improve, so it helps we to be better, to be more to have more knowledge. And that's all the material, that's all the explanation that can I get to you in this video. So for the last word, thank you and bye bye.